Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to another video. Today we're going to talk about the G.I. Joe Classified Series Crankcase with the Awe Striker. Let's get started. First, let's start with Crankcase, who has some new parts. I do like his new web gear. I do like that. We have our holster. We have a belt. The holster is separate. We have a strap that goes over our holster. As you can see, I left him with some of his accessories in, including the scarf and the goggles. I just really like that look from him, so I just kept it on. I do like the bare arms. Like I said, a lot of toy lines are just absolutely having fun experimenting with some new stuff, and I'm here for it. Like, personally, that's just me. But I'm gonna pop his scarf off so we can talk about some articulation points. I don't want the scarf to be in the way while I do that, so I'm gonna just pop that off. I have not modded the neck. As you can see, it has the neck part that I don't like, where it does not increase articulation. I'll be modding it after. So yeah, articulation wise for Crankcase, we still have our butterfly joints, which work perfectly fine, right? They don't extend as far as I would like for this body, but I'm okay with it considering what it has to do, because it can still reach the front wheels. The thinner arms can still reach the front wheel, especially when you're gonna pop them in. We do have beautiful ab crunch on the lower part here. I love that we're getting this now. I do. We have a still regular ab crunch as well too. We still have drop down legs, so we can lift up with no problem. We have our thigh swivel. Oh, them legs tight. As you can see, we still have our pinless legs with the double joint. We do have a boot swivel at the top, as well as hinge. So as you can see here, we get that crazy like ankle movement. I was about to say leg movement, but it's ankle movement. And our arms are double jointed. A lot of these joints are a lot stronger now, as well as bicep swivel. So that covers our articulation, which has been pretty easy and pretty simple. But like I said, with these new slimmer arms, it's a lot easier to hold the wheel or do certain things. Our glasses, the glasses can actually come down over the eyes with no issue. You know how sometimes there's a little bit of issues with that. That does not seem to be the case here. But Crankcase himself is actually really, really nice. And I actually have to move this light because there is a sound that's crazy right now. But I really, really like it. Also, I like the fact that his color palette really works well with the Awe Striker. So that's always a plus for me. So let's put him gently to the side. I'm gonna move him over there. And we're gonna talk about the Awe Striker, which I left loaded, and that's on me. I probably shouldn't have left it loaded, but we have it here. So we have a few things to talk about with the Awe Striker. I might have to take the phone off and do like with the Rumbler and get a full view. Like, so we have like things like the Gatling gun up here and stuff like that, but that's not what I want to talk about. I want to talk about the fact that we have a few options here for visuals. Oh, did I do this wrong? I feel like I did something wrong here. I'll double check the instructions, but we also have a actual working suspension, which is pretty nice. So I like that toys are doing that. Our wheels do go left to right. They're on ratchet joints as well too. We do have a winch out front. And to pull it back in, you just rotate. I would suggest letting the string outfold, so that way it doesn't get wrapped up or caught. You know, let it fold up neatly in there. Boom. Or as I say, voila. We have tabbing points as well here on the side, as well as going up here. We have our Gatling gun, which is removable. I just actually popped that at the top. We can also remove this back here in case you wanted the old version. You can remove the seat. Then you will just have this version of the Awe Striker. What's even cooler is we have our front wheel. Let me see if I can get a little bit of zoom on that mother. So yeah, what's really cool is you have a walkie here. Let me see. Come on, focus. There we go. So we got some buttermilk hair, as you can see there. We have our walkie, which can come out and be grabbed. We also have our gear shift and handbrake, which is cool because it actually does move back, forward, and it's slightly left and right. And then, oop, I pushed that a little too hard. But that's supposed to move backwards, but I pushed a little too hard. If you're having trouble or you want to grab something, you can easily just pop this off, because just like in the packaging, you can actually just pop this off. It tabs in pretty easy. I do suggest, because I had mine on a plane, do suggest you heat it up because it's coming out of the cold. It's the summertime here as I'm recording this video, but in case you watch this much later or you watch this like in the winter, if you're out in the cold, I do highly suggest that you absolutely heat it up. But yeah, here as you can see it with it. You can actually pop this out if you don't want that in there as well too. I would suggest being careful because this tab here is really, really strong. So I suggest heating that up too. But overall, I really like that we're getting the All-Striker. I like that we're getting more and more vehicles as we just continue to pop into stuff. But it's hard to kind of explain how much of being a kid, how exciting this is to like get all of the vehicles I couldn't get as a child. I'm getting as an adult, and I'm fulfilling some childhood wishes. And I think that's something I don't want to lose track or a feeling of, because that makes me feel great. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I am here being able to like enjoy toys that I necessarily wouldn't be when I was younger. And oh, did I put this on backwards? No, I didn't. But as you can see, I can just tab it right back in. We have a bunch of different styles and things, but I'm very happy. I might have to move you in the background. I underestimated my space. But yeah, oh, no, I did miss something. There we go. I missed a few things, but here we are with our generic look, and I like it. Now, I am gonna go over our accessories that it comes with, both for Crankcase and the All-Striker. You saw some things like the Gatling gun. We have our shotgun here. So, which is crazy to have the mounted shotgun right there, but that's a whole different story. But let's get to those accessories. All right, let's jump to those accessories. I kind of left a bunch out because I want to go over it as I clearly go over it with you guys. So, a couple of things. One, Crankcase does have a handgun, a sidearm, as well as a knife. We see our goggles here, but I'm going to pop these off real quick because I do want to showcase that he does have other options. One of those cool things is if you want to pop a helmet on him, Crankcase can have just a normal helmet, which is hilarious to me because I'm like, my man is out here doing the most. Then we also have this cool biker's like helmet, which I'm just going to shove over his head. But when driving, you have to practice safety. So with the goggles on, which I don't think you can pop the goggles on underneath, but it's cool that they did give him this helmet, right? Oh, we also get a tiny coffee mug that says Yo Joe. That's actually quite adorable. A+, right? Then we will have, as you saw before, we have a scarf. This one can go over the face. This one goes below it when it's not being used. It's just right there on the neck. We also have a sun visor hat for off-road. So we actually have a lot of different options for him. We also get some binoculars that hang off of him. And as far as dressing the All-Striker, as you saw here, we can do things like have our back seat for a third driver who also preps for the Gatling gun. We have our roll cage to add on to the back of that, which you saw in the beginning of the video. We have our Gatling gun. Excuse me, I just finished sneezing. I had to take it off camera. We have a gas tank. We have our toolkit, which does open up but has no tools inside. That's where I do believe CoverGirl comes in, which is pretty dope. We will have 2 rocket launchers, or I wouldn't call them RPGs, but they do have the projectile, aka the missile inside. You can leave them plugged in. They actually can stack up on top, which is pretty cool, right? Then you will get 2 sets of ammunition feed, which is crazy because one is going to be for the said Gatling gun, and one is going to be on the side here for this guy, which is pretty cool. So I was wrong. It's not a shotgun. It's just straight up a tool for mass incineration. Now, I'm just making fun of it there. But for those of you that do know the name of this weapon, please let me know because I don't know the name of it. But it mounts here on the side, and I do think that that's pretty cool. Just showing you an example of what it looks like. I love this. Like, again, I'm not used to knowing these weapon names, but I'm very happy with the way the All-Striker came out. It just looks cool as hell, and I'm glad because the 10-year-old me is like, I'm having the time of my life. So with this being said, I do hope you guys enjoy the photos at the end. But before I go, one of the things I'm going to do is I'm going to see about fitting other figures inside instead of doing a size comparison. We're going to see what figures can fit in the All-Striker. Let's get to that. All right, let's go over some things that will fit in the All-Striker. You already know G.I. Joes are going to fit. So let's try a Mafex Daredevil. We're going to see how he fits in. We're just going to do basic seating. right? Hopefully I don't have too much trouble doing in and out for a bunch of them. Oh, by the way, this can come off with ease to allow you to put them in and then put the steering wheel back on. I like that that was included because that saves you time from thinking you broke it, one. And two, it shows that, you know, a little bit of effort was put in to like help you instead of having to take off the top every time. So as you can see here, Daredevil, the blind guy, technically fits in. So we have Mafex can fit in, and I can put that leg down. I was just trying to be lazy so I can get it out. But as you can see, he can totally fit in there. Let's actually move his chest up. So Daredevil fits. Let's take this bad boy out. Next up, we're gonna do a Marvel Legend. I just chose Spider-Man. So we have the maximum Spider-Man. Same as with Daredevil. Let's try to just pop you in and then put your legs down. We could do the classic leg stiff method, which I was trying to avoid, but again, as you can see, Spider-Man fits with no issue. So that means most Marvel Legends should fit. Larger ones would be a little bit more snug, obviously, right? Here we are with a Valaverse Action Force Sidewinder. And I will do, because I have to get vehicles out of storage, that's the thing. So I'm gonna have to do a vehicle comparison video separate because I don't have everything here. So let's do you. And then even with all of his gear, with the exception of the leg gear, which I did take off, he will also fit with all the chest gear. He'll sit a little bit not as flush, but if you want to just put him in the vehicle, he also fits as well. So we all know stuff in the 7-inch scale, stuff like Mythic Legions and things like that aren't gonna fit. But the last one I want to try is the one a lot of people have asked me about, and I posted it on my IG, but I'm gonna do it here as well too. So we're gonna go over and show that the Mezco can fit. It is going to be snug, I won't lie to you, but they do fit. So let's get that straight leg method in. There we go. So here we are with Snake Eyes, who indeed does fit. Same thing for Roblox, he fits as well too, but as you can see, they fit in it. It's a little snug, but they fit. So again, you have options to display your figures how you want because they're yours. Like, make up your own universes. The way I see it is, everybody has their own universe, and whether you want them to intercede or coincide or vibrate on a different frequency, that's totally up to you and what you do with your toys. As long as you're enjoying, that's all that matters. But hopefully this information has helped you. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm gonna try to do another size comparison video when I get things out of storage this weekend. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you had a good time. And as always, please be good, do good, drink your water, guys. Later. Add on, I totally forgot to talk about the decal sheet. You get a decal/sticker sheet, y'all. Yeah. Woo, 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 woo.